filmmaker BIVAS Ambassadada from London. BIVAS, do you want to tell me about your film history?
Absolutely. Well, it's a short film and it's based on the theme of karma, and it's told from the perspective of a knife crime victim who's actually survived it, and the psychological trauma that someone can actually face, once being in that situation, and what, all the elements that these particular people actually go through. It's a story to do with the youth, based in London, particularly South London, where there's a lot of gun violence and knife violence amongst the youth. And what I'm trying to display with the film is the positivity coming out from a negative background. A lot of these films, whether it be short films or feature films, they like to glamorize the violence and they want to make all this look fashionable and cool. But in regards to me, I'm telling a very real story, and I don't want to glamorize it, but let people know that this is what can actually happen to people and what type of suffering they can have, not just physically from the violence, but also psychologically as well, and showing the aftermath of the violence.
What do you want to say to the young people with your film?
Mm-hmm. For me, first of all, with my film, particularly history, I don't just want to educate your mind, I want to educate your hearts. And it's a very emotional piece, With the youth of today, I feel that they're surrounded by more negativity now than perhaps 10 years ago or when I was growing up. And, I just want to show them that there's more to life than just the violence and the gang culture and anything like that, that really and truly there can be something positive that comes out of a negative, only if you want to, regardless of the peer pressure or the lifestyle that you live, there's always a positive, and that's what I'm trying to actually show the youth of today. And again, it's about educating the hearts more than the minds, let them feel it.
What is your vision about this film?
What is my vision in what sense?
The perspective.
Well, for me, the film is a very personal story. I've been through situations like this. The whole story, it's you can say it's a personal diary of mine. So it wasn't very hard to write, and I've been through it. And I'm a survivor myself, so that's what makes the story authentic and original. So I guess, for me, I'm a writer anyway, and I wanted to take my writing and my personal experiences and my friends' experiences and put it onto, the visual format for, the people to see, because it's a very powerful medium. And I don't just see it as a short film, I see it as an educational tool as well. And yeah, the visions came from personal experiences, most definitely, first and foremost. It wasn't hard for me to write the script. It was just, back from memory and recapping and rewinding through my life. And that's where it basically came from. And I think it's very current and it's very necessary in this climate, not just in London, but perhaps in other cities around the world as well. So I wanted to have a universal theme.
What do people say in London about your film? Comments about it?
Well, the film has been getting fantastic appraisal, from a lot of major newspapers such as The Guardian, and a lot of good critics as well, that are saying it's a very powerful and emotional piece, and it's getting very good movements, so much so that there's certain councils and schools that have approached me that want me to do workshops with the youth in regards to the film and in regards to the anti-violence campaigning as well. So that's a very positive thing that's come out of this film.
How is with the economic support? Do you have support from somebody to make a film? Well,
this film is fully supported by myself and it's self-financed, but it's because I'm so passionate and I believe in the project and the cause. That's why, I financed it myself. I didn't ask anybody for any expenses or anything like that at all. I approached the Film Council, I approached, quite a few film institutions as well for grants and whatever, but they didn't want to, hear about it they didn't have any concern at that time. So I just thought, let me just go for it and let me just do it.
How is the support for the young filmmaker in London? Is this easy to get money to make film?
For me, what this has done actually with this film, it's attracted attention now. So any other films I make, now they will support me. But when I wanted to make history, they didn't want to support me because I was unknown at the time.
Why?
It's just how it is. I think, there's the double standards. I guess that's not just how it is in London. I guess that's how it's in America and other cities as well, where they would rather work with an established filmmaker or support an established person, rather than an unknown person. And it's a big hypocrisy, but I guess it is what it is. And the only thing I can say is that forced me even more, and that drove me even more to make history, because I then realised that I'm out for a good cause, but people don't want to support it. The institutions didn't want to support it anyway at the time, but now press, media, it's been getting great hype, and it's like I haven't willingly attracted them. They've just come to it because they see what the whole product is about now and the whole project is about.
What do you think about the Stopcon International Film Festival?
I think it's fantastic. Definitely a good avenue for up-and-coming filmmakers and established filmmakers as well, for feature films and short films, and definitely unique. These film festivals are necessary, and with the Stockholm Film Festival, they have realised and noticed the up-and-coming talent as well. Beginners that just started in the film game, not just from Sweden, but from UK, France, Canada, South America, all sorts. So it's definitely good stuff. It brings people together. That's what it does, and it's not just about the Swedish people. It's about other people from other countries as well. So for them to have that chance, and for their films to be showcased, it's a good thing. I really did like it.
When did you began to make film?
I began to make films from 2008.
Okay.
I graduated from film school in 2008, so we had to make a graduation film and then thereafter I've been making music videos, and I've been making, I made history as well, and that's what I do. Hopefully in the very, very near future, perhaps even early as next year, I want to start on my feature film, and let's see what happens with that, but yeah, this is a long-term ambition of mine, and dreams are for real, and that's what's happening right now.
What more kind of film do you want to do in the future?
I want to do many types of films, but to start off with, I'll stick to my drama. I'll definitely stick to my drama because that's what I know first and foremost, and I'll definitely, with the issues and the topics, stick to the theme of the youth and how perhaps someone like me, as a writer, director, could actually change a few minds, and a few hearts for the better. So, any film that will be directed, to the youth, I'm definitely down for that. And I guess as I grow as a person, my films will grow as well, different unique stories, and, we're all made up of stories, there's billions. So let's just see, it's like, picking a lottery out of the hat, which story I'll tell next.
Do you have a team who's helped you to make film?
Absolutely.
Because it's not too easy to make film when you have not support for the other people,
Yeah.
institutional.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely. I'm very fortunate to have a very good team, a small team but a very good team. I have fantastic producers on board that believe in my projects. I have fantastic cinematographers and DOPs on board. I have the studio facilities, the stages, and I have these people to support me, and that's helped in regards to equipment, in regards to studio time, in regards to them giving up their time to be with me because they believe in the project. And it's not just my effort. Yes, it is my vision, but to make a film you need all these people. It's very much teamwork. And that's imperative, and I'm fortunate, and I feel very blessed to have a very good, tight team that believe in my vision, and then we make it our vision.
Okay. is for me, this film made me to make a reflection, because there's many things is happening in the society, violence, and it's not. You take this in this film.
Yes.
What do you want to say to the young people?
What I want to say to the young people is, first of all, if you can dream and if you can believe something so deeply, you know, please go for that. There will always be negative aspects in life. It's all part of life, but it's how you actually deal with it mentally. You know, it's just, you know, you've got one life to live. Live it to the fullest, and do positive things and be positive. You know, don't just look at the next person beside you and think that this is what life is about, because it's not. There's far more to it than that. And you have your own choices. You know, it's not about other people's choices. It's about your choices, and that can make the biggest difference right there, no matter what situation you're in.
I want to say to you, thank you to give me this interview.
I appreciate your time as well, Sofía.
Good luck with your work, because I think the young people can change the society.
Absolutely.
And you do with this film, because people can think about what happened in the society.
Yeah.
It's not only London, it's also in Sweden and other parts of the world.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for this.
Thank you very much, Sofía. And just to let you know as well, history will be available online as well, so you know, you can watch it online from perhaps end of December.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Sofía.